Hello guys, welcome to episode 4 of the Portsmouth career mode. Today we're going to face Blackpool, the first team of this episode, and we are second place, 1 point behind. If we win this Blackpool match, we will be 1 point behind first place team Luton Town. Today we've got Blackpool, Wycombe Wonder, and we're going to face Akron Fan 1 this episode, Stevenage, Chilton Town, and Doncaster Rovers. We've got Blackpool at home, Portsmouth Town away, so I'm going to see which team we're going to face. I think it's going to be Stevenage because it is at home, and I think we'll play Blackpool and Doncaster at home, and I'm going to send that match against Stevenage and play the 2 away matches against Wycombe Wanderers and Chilton Town. So let's do not waste any time and face Blackpool. Going to be once again at Preston Park. Our first 11, there is Doyle leading the team from the midfield. Let's play at Preston Park. We are the top scoring team with 20 goals, Luton with 19, Castle with 15, Hartford and Leighton Orient both with 14 goals. Let's play against Blackpool at Preston Park. Come on, Pompies, let's beat this. McAllister. And dribble pass to Kamenko there. A dribble pass, another player. Dribble pass, Jonathan Lacko created so much space for himself. Hits the post. Connor Chaplin there with a wonderful turn, finds it back off the net. No, he missed it. I thought he scored there. Connor Chaplin using his pace just before halftime. 1 second, and this time running a penalty. I thought he scored just a few more moments ago, but this time he won a penalty with and Kyle Bennett. I think we're going to take it because Dev Breeze is not on the pitch. There's Connor Chaplin, they're winning the penalty. Kyle Bennett can head to score try top left. He finds the middle roof of the net. 1 goal. He's going for a dab. We are 1-0 up just before halftime, and it's Blackpool, the worst run club team. The owners are terribly there, but who cares? Well, he scored his second goal in the league. Kyle Bennett. Come on, Portsmouth. Connor Chaplin finds Jonathan Lacko going to turn, cut inside, and we won another penalty. Can Kyle Bennett score a brace from the spot? And yeah, Jonathan Lacko there, it definitely was a penalty. I think there was some contact there. He tries to cut inside, but the defender could not let him. And Kyle Bennett, this time we are going for bottom left with a Panenka, and we scored. He scored a Panenka when the penalty shootout in the preseason tournament, and I think it was a preseason tournament. And this time he scored a Panenka against Blackpool. Look at this, a cheeky Panenka at the bottom left. Wonderful penalty from Kyle Bennett. We are 2-0 up against Blackpool thanks to both penalties from Bennett. They are attacking from our left once again. We don't deal with crosses, and this time saved by the keeper, and then he pushed it in the post, and we cleared it there. Safe fighting by the keeper, and then hits the post, but the other shot was terrible. A corner kick in the last minute. Can we deal with it? The keeper is out, and Kyle Bennett's got so much space. Can we score? He's surely going to score. I can't miss. There is so much space between defenders and the goal, and Kyle Bennett, the keeper, is in no man's land, and with a chip shot, scoring the easiest hat-trick for Kyle Bennett. Bennett's 2 from the spot, and the other one was a goal without a goalkeeper. He only needed to chip it, and he could do anything there. He could have 1 minute with doing anything, and then he scored because he had so much time and space to score 4th goal in the league. Easiest hat-trick. And game over this time. This is Kyle Bennett grabbing the ball because he scored the easiest hat-trick, 2 from the spot, 1 with an open net. Loving life, 3-0 victory. Now we're gonna face Wycombe Wanderers, we're gonna face Akron Fan 1, but now we need to see the monthly schedule update. No one has shined for me in terms of Scotland. Can we find another player in England? We found a centre half last time we need, but this time we found nothing as well in England, and we're gonna face Akin Fenwa and his boys in this match. This is the only player that we've got, Dylan Ward, with 70 to 94 potential. And next season, in terms of your development, we need to have a player playing 50% of the matches. And yeah, we're gonna start against Wickham Wanderers and away from home. Come on, Portsmouth. We've been terrible at crossing, but can we deal with Akin Fenwa's header and strength? Let's find out. We're gonna play away from home in the second match of this episode. We are second, 1 point behind Luton Town. Come on, Pompey, said beast. Chaplin winning the ball from Stewart, and then pass it back to Gary Roberts, who finds Smith, and then Smith finds the back of the net. We are 1-0 up against the Wickham Wanderers away from home. And this victory, if Luton Town drop points, it could be once again in the first place of the league table, 1 against Jamal Blackman. He could not miss from there. He scored his 5th goal in the league to Michael Smith. Connor Chaplin, there is his dribble pass to defenders. Connor Chaplin, he won it back from the defenders, and then he went for a run and he scores. He lost it, but then won it back from, I think that is the right back, Guillaume Bati, and he won it back, and there he should have missed from there. It wasn't a great finish, but who cares? We are 2-0 up against Wickham Wanderers. We're scoring so many goals, and we're not conceding this in this episode, so that is a great thing. 6 goals in the league for him. Gabe, he's got so much space. What he's going to do? And this wonderful save from Miles Villard. Jonathan Lecco, it is the last minutes. We didn't concede anyone. I think was there. Pass Evans to Connor Chaplin, but Jamal Blackburn with a wonderful save. And Michael Doyle with a corner kick. Our captain has been poor in this episode, but he's not poor. He didn't shine, but he shined in the episode 1, episode 3, and episode 4 has been decent, and we've won this match too. 4 shots for targets for Portsmouth. Now we are in the same match against Stevenage. They are in 16th place. Wickham Wanderers are in 22, and we played Stevenage. In 16 we played who would play in the first with Blackpool 21 and Wickham Wanderers in 22, and now we're going to face Stevenage. And I was talking about the team that we faced, and we are in first place because Luton Town drew their match. Can we extend our lead in the top against Stevenage? Yes, we can. Bennett with another brace, and Smith with a goal. 3-0 victory against Stevenage. Happy days. And we are first place, 2 points on top of Luton Town. And now we're gonna face Charlton Town, and we've got an email there, and yeah, we can extend our lead at the top if Luton Town drop points and we win this match against Charlton Town. We could extend our lead at the top, and Hartlepool are now in the playoff position, and Leighton Orient are now in automatic places, and we're gonna face Charlton Town. We're gonna play Charlton Town with our usually strength first 11 with legendary 4 minutes away from home. Can we beat this team away from home? We are away from home. This is the league table. I already showed it to you. Can it be Charlton Town away from home? Come on, Portsmouth. Now shoot for them and hit the post. Crossbar there. Another shot. They're attacking. They're shooting left, right, and center. They're dominating us by a country mile. And Holman scores 1-0 down. They had a shot in the early minutes, hits the post, and once again they went for another shot, but this time it finds the back of the net. Miles Villar could not do anything there, and Holman scored his 4th goal in the league for Cheltenham Town. They're attacking from the right flank. Dayton to Bartram, who then finds Holman. I don't know why I went for a tackle. This is my mistake. I was talking just in the last game against Pickup that we've been wonderful in this episode in terms of defending, but in this match, in the 16th minute, we conceded to, and the second goal was terrible defending on my part. I went for a tackle. I don't know why I went for it. This tackle here, and it creates so much space for Holman, and he scored his 2nd goal of the match, 5th goal in the AFL League, 2 for Dan Holman. A corner kick, Bennett, and to Gareth Evans with a wonderful first touch, and with that first touch created so much space for him to shoot, and we scored 2-1. Game on 24th minute. Gareth Evans scored there. That first touch was vital, and then created space for himself, and then he finds the back of the net. 2nd goal in the league for our right back, Gareth Evans. We are attacking, we've got so much space. Can we score the goal? He dribbled past the defenders, tries to find them freeze, but he could not. Now Joel, our captain, finds Evans. The player scores the first goal for us, then pull it back to the Breeze. The out goes the future star, scores once again. I think his 4th goal is scored now. Some vital goals. He missed so many opportunities last episode against Carlisle United, but today he scored another vital goal, and he scored a vital goal against Morg, and this is his 4th goal in the league for our young man De Vries. Boyle, a tackle from Doyle there, and then they went for a cross, and it's an own goal for us. We did brilliantly to came back from a 2-0 down to 2-2, but just after we scored our 2nd of this match, I did terrible. I don't know what he was doing there, and that can we score now? He has so much space to maybe create anything, but it's went for a goal kick. Now Brown is going to smack it and find Morgan Smith, and it's game over. We did hurt this in the defense in this match against Cheltenham Town and Holman. Now we're gonna play Doncaster. At least Luton Town lost there, and we're in first place with 2 points on top of Luton, and Leyton Orient as well dropped points with a draw, and now we're gonna face Doncaster at Fratton Park. Legendary formulas are usually 11. Let's play Doncaster. The last match of this episode, can we make it count? They are in 9th place, we are in 1st place. Come on Portsmouth, let's beat Doncaster at Fratton Park and get 3 more points. Connor Chaplin. So you find your way back home. Doyle, our captain, hits the post. They could not score there. Smith, he's going for a run. Now he's in the box. He's going to hold up play. He's going to pull it back to Connor Chaplin to Smith. So Doyle, sorry. And then the ball came back to Doyle, and our captain with a wonderful chance to score. Sorry, it was Chukamenko, not Doyle. I thought it was Doyle, but he missed. Connor Chaplin, he's going to hold up play once again. He's going to cut inside the fight to come and go to Smith and score 1-0 up against Doncaster. Rovers. Connor Chaplin holding up play, and then cuts inside there to come and go to Smith with a brilliant shot at the back of the net. 7 goals in the league for Michael Smith has been decent as well like Connor Chaplin. Holding up play. Smith turns wonderfully, pull it back to Connor Chaplin. We are 2-0 up thanks to Connor Chaplin and Smith combining once again. They are combining really well up front, and Connor Chaplin finds the back of the net. This is the second 7 goal, just like his partner in crime, Smith. Bennett has got so much space there and finds Connor Chaplin hits the post and we could not score there. Grant, what he's going to do? He's going to cross it in front of our goal. I need to improve this team defensively. We've been poor defensively all of our episodes, and there's nothing that our goalkeeper could do. We need to mark those guys one in front of our goal. At least it is 98th minute, but we could not keep a clean sheet. Smith, the corner Chaplin, there is Chukamenko making the run. He's going to hold a play and he finds a Portsmouth player. The time is going and we've won this match 2-1 thanks to Smith and Connor Chaplin's goal, and this is a vital 3 points. Next episode we're going to start our match against Cambridge, and we are in first place on top of Hartlepool, and hope you enjoy this episode.